Good evening, dear voters and residents of Moulmein-Kallang. Thank you for coming out so late and stay so late to listen to the Moulmein-Kallang PAP team address you, speak to you about their hope, their dreams, and what they will do for Moulmein-Kallang if elected, if returned by you to become your representative in Parliament for another 5 years. This evening, we have heard Malay, English, Tamil, even dialects, Hokkien, spoken in such a colorful and exciting manner by my former parliamentary colleague Wei Chin-Hua, and also Cantonese by one of our longest serving grassroots leaders in Jalan Besar, Mr. Pang Tai Heng. So I look around, I see a number of senior citizens. I'm sure there may be some Teochew there, and after all, I'm also a Teochew, so I'll say a few words in Teochew to them. 各位阿伯、兄弟姐妹，所以真多时人来参加咱今咩人民行动党的群众大会。今年的选举是真正重要的，做呢呢，因为87届议员、82届议员有竞选，你无想到人民行动党的政府是赢到的吼。人民行动党的政府是为着咱钱去食有的。5月7号那个投票的时候，你着想好好，无用咧，无四线斗、四线话，你个工程党来这个竞选。 有什么口号？什么同一了解国会爱要求人改投票，秘密嘅武器啊 ，secret weapon， 叫你打投嘅票是没保险，没保险是对，当然，咱会买保险，为着咱家囝子，为着咱家后爱买保险是对。但是你买保险的时候，你确实着爱挑选这个保险公司。这个保险公司是靠得住袂？你这个保险公司若是无记录的，无这个管理人、经理、工人拢总会做事个。 好好来照顾你个保险费，将来你来找来扣钱叫伫个找，因为保险公司咯早倒落去，所以你爱买保险也得小心。买保险你买一个保险公司有记录个，扣人民行动党币哦。你投票投人民行动党，你爱来找人民行动党做事，伊到底咯，这4个。 候选人就会甲你照顾了、照顾了，改革那个唔对。咱国家安尼衰，人当咱个国家一个小红点，爱到这个长久个经济安尼正竞争，爱生冲落来，唔过个你知啊？唔过个。但是咱经济有安尼好个生活，是为着什么个？为着一个好政府。 为着人民45年来定投人民行动党的票，才有这个成就，才有今日个新加坡。所以我希望呢，今年健康悠悠的大选，也是甲过去朋友投人民行动党的票。多谢人。It is getting late in the evening. So I have a very long speech, but I don't think it's any good because it's so late. I don't think the timekeeper and the policeman will allow me to speak beyond 10 o'clock. So I think I better forget about the long speech. But voting is very serious business, you know. Voting is not about going to rally, enjoy speeches, and then you just, mark down on the ballot paper on the 7th of May, whoever catches your fancy. Voting is about determining your future. It is even about determining your children's future. And now that I'm a grandfather, I think you also be determining your grandchildren's future. So don't fool around. I'm a voter in Moulmein-Kallang. I have served a part of Moulmein-Kallang, the Jalan Besar GLC, for 26 years. I can say that over the past 26 years, whatever I and my GLC team members have promised, we have delivered. We do not make slogans, we do not make empty promises. Every election, we make promises, but ours are solid programs. We have plans, we will deliver, and as Minister Yaakob just said, in our latest or the last Jalan Besar Town Council newsletter, we set out all the items that we promised to do, and we tell you what we have done. We have achieved everything. We have accomplished what we set out to do. So you are the voters. Your future is at stake. Who do you want to trust to deal with your future? You want to trust people who come to you once in 5 years and sprout all kinds of slogans, all kinds of high ideal, all kinds of motherhood statement, all the good to have, all the wish lists. Can they deliver? They may be able to deliver for a short while if they become the government, because the PAP government has built up a big reserve for Singapore and Singaporeans. A reserve that will underpin the future of Singapore. If you let the Workers' Party into Parliament, or even as a government, for a while, they can do what they say they will do. Make everything cheaper, make everything either more affordable, or even give away free services. After all, there is a big treasury behind them, a treasury built up by the PAP. They can spend it all. But what happens when the reserve runs out? Where is the Workers' Party going to get more money, more savings to serve the needs of Singaporeans, to build the new schools that has to be built, to build and to run the hospitals that need to be run to serve the Singaporeans who are unwell, to provide for the defense of Singapore, to build up, to renew the economic infrastructure that's needed to attract investments and to create jobs for Singaporeans? Where are they going to find the resources to do all this? Ask the Workers' Party. Don't just listen to their slogan. Ask them. You are the voters. You decide. They are here to contest. We welcome the contest. But you as the voters, ask them this question. They want to be co-drivers with the government, with the PAP. Co-drivers. I agree. It is useful from time to time to have co-drivers. But when you choose a co-driver for the driver, you make sure that the co-driver has the same destination in mind as the driver. Can you imagine if you want to go to Jurong and you send a co-driver who wants to go to Changi, what will happen to you? Where will the bus of Moulmein-Kallang goes end up? Go cut it into two and one half goes Jurong, one half goes Changi? You want a co-driver who is there to help the driver. The Workers' Party says that they want to check the government. Vote them into Parliament to check the PAP government. What does it mean? If they are the co-driver, they will slow down the driver. That's what they mean. They will engage in endless debate to slow down the government. The PAP, as my colleagues or former colleagues have said, is a People's Action Party. That's what Denise said several times in the speech, the People's Action Party. We are not the People's Debating Party. We are not NATO. No action, talk only. We talk and we do. We are Action Party. So you can rely on us to act for who? for the best interests of all Singaporeans and for the best interests of all residents, all voters in Moulmein-Kallang. We don't use you, the voters, as our secret weapon. You are our supporters. You are not our secret weapon. They want to use you as secret weapon. You should ask them, who is going to use this secret weapon and who are you going to use it against? Will this secret weapon end up being used against the voters' interests? Yes, I say, that's what will happen. You support them, they will slow down the government, cause the government greater delay in implementing urgently required policies. I was in Parliament in 1998 when the Asian financial crisis hit Singapore. I was in Parliament 10 years later in 2008 when the global financial crisis hit Singapore. Long debates, many ideas were advanced on how to deal with this crisis. Many Singaporeans were fearful of retrenchment, massive retrenchment as a result of this economic and financial crisis. I did not hear workers' parties, Mr. Lau Tia Kiang, and later Mr. Lau Tia Kiang and Ms. Sylvia Lim, advancing concrete, workable, sustainable solutions to help Singapore and Singaporeans weather the crisis. They criticize. They just say the government is not doing enough. But they had no alternatives. You vote for people like that, you will not get alternatives. You will get slogans. Slogans for 5 years will not fill your stomach. Slogan for 5 years will not create jobs for you and your children. Slogans for 5 years will not give you a better home. Vote for the PAP. Vote for Minister Yaakob. Vote for Minister Lui Tak Yew. Vote for Denise Phua. And vote for Edwin Tong. They will serve you. They will come forward to serve you. They will consult. They will discuss. They will reach out to every corners of Moulmein-Kallang. They will get ideas, opinions, suggestions from residents, community leaders. But eventually, they will apply their minds and they will implement the programs that will benefit all the residents. And you can trust them to do so. Can you trust the Workers' Party? I think not, because they have not shown that they are serious about improving the livelihood, the home environment, the community ties for the residents in Moulmein-Kallang. They want to use voters in Moulmein-Kallang as secret weapons to advance their political ambitions, not to improve your lives. Are you going to allow that? You cannot afford to allow such people to take advantage of you. You must say firmly, loudly and clearly on May the 7th that the people stand together with the People's Action Party. Because we stand together so that Singapore is united. Singaporeans all have a common purpose. We share a common objective to make Singapore our best home. And only by doing so, only by standing together, shoulder to shoulder, pulling as one team, can we achieve this purpose of making Singapore our best home. So I will urge all of you, voters of Moulmein-Kallang, please support the people who are passionate, who are dedicated, who are capable, who are men and women of integrity to serve you for the next 5 years. The PAP has always served you well. Do not take chances. Singapore is at a critical stage. The world is not in the best state of economic environment. The world is facing a lot of difficulties and uncertainty. We need to be united to signal to the world that Singaporeans have a common purpose and will work together to make this a better place for all. And let us, and I urge you, to strongly support the PAP on May the 7th, so that together we can continue to make Singapore prosperous, we can continue to make Singaporeans enjoy a better quality life, look forward to a brighter future, not just for yourself, but for your children and your grandchildren. Vote PAP. Majulah PAP. Majulah Singapura. Thank you.